All right, sorry, people. We're having a little bit of an interference there. If it just said I went live, I didn't because it didn't work. So there, we got some fucking interference going on, and like, I am not happy with it. So I have a little bit of time to do this right now. I do not have all day, but I'm gonna stay on for as long as I can and channel this energy that's coming in because honestly, it seems violent. So much violent energy towards people who don't want to be abused anymore. So it's trying to block a lot of stuff from coming out. So, what up, Phoenix? All right, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is pretty like intense energy. I had to take Tylenol and Advil because like my head is just fucked. No, yes, okay. Learn more about each other. Okay, so I feel like, I wasn't sure if I was going to say this or not online because it's pretty bad, but obviously somebody has to hear it. What up, Sun? And there really isn't too many people here, so who knows who's going to watch this live, but so I had a nightmare the other night, and this guy who I did not date or anything, but there was definitely kind of like stage 5 clinger vibes going on with him. And I had a nightmare the other night, and he raped me in my dreams. And I couldn't believe it because it was like what the way that I saw it, there's Neptune. Okay. So the way that I saw it was I had to, because I tell you things about dreams, right? Like dreams are like some type of altered state of reality. And like for some reason, some people like myself get raped and assaulted. And my sister, she gets beat up a lot. Like a lot of men physically abuse her. So like we all go through different things. And the analogy was of the dream was it was me that he was raping in the dream, but when I dream and that like when I broke it down, he had actually done that to his girlfriend. So apparently this guy, who shall rename, nameless, okay, um, does this to his girlfriends. He obviously has a problem with drinking, and when he comes home, if he wants to get his freak on, she just better roll over and say yes, because apparently he rapes. And so I had to, because I was like, in the after when I was I was like, the dream was so real. Like I was there. I could almost smell his breath. Like it was insane that I was like, that was too real. And I was said to spirit, I'm like, that was too real. I was like, somebody had to have happened. And that's where they said, you stepped in to his ex-girlfriend's body or his ex-baby mama's body or whoever's body, and that's what he did to her. And I had obviously, maybe I think this is his baby mama, and I don't think she's told anybody. I don't think anybody knows about what this guy does to his girlfriends. I think it's like a hidden thing that nobody talks about. So maybe she did go to tell somebody and they didn't believe her, or they said something like, well, that's your boyfriend. Like, that can't be rape. That's your boyfriend. Yeah, it can. Rape is rape. Okay. You say no, you say no. Okay. It doesn't matter. You don't get some special privilege badge because you're somebody's spouse. No means no. Aren't we taught that in like fucking kindergarten? Okay. You pass that, you're breaking the law. Okay. People have their own boundaries. Okay. When you take that away from them, then you are committing a crime against them, committing an act against them, whether it's sexual, whether it's psychological, okay, whether it's manipulation, whatever it is abuse, rape is rape. Okay, so there is no differentiation on that. Okay, somebody got taken advantage of, and this was some karmic relationship where they find you every lifetime. They find you every lifetime, and every lifetime they rape you or they assault you in some way. And like a big old indicator, so whatever it is, whoever you're dealing with that has done something to you, and you have physically pointed it out as abuse, this is the reading for you, because it's all timeless. It's just, if this could have happened 15, 20 years ago, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that it doesn't, like, it, when it happened doesn't matter. Now it's getting brought to the table. Okay. So, and obviously somebody witnessed what happened to you firsthand. I think that's what I'm getting. You had to watch something firsthand, which makes it look like you got hurt, but when really you didn't. So it's almost like, because the weird thing was about the dream was I was in the body of the person, but I didn't actually see my body. So I don't actually, when they said that was his ex-girlfriend, I was like, weird, because like I couldn't see myself. It was all about him. And I remember in the nightmare saying his name, and because I didn't even know what was happening. I remember that. I feel like this woman was sleeping and suddenly her boyfriend was just all over her. And baby daddy, boyfriend, husband, whoever it is, maybe it's switch the roles if you're a dude. All of a sudden this energy is just all over them. And it was full blown sex. I had to, like, I knew what was going on, but I didn't, it was all from behind. So I didn't know who it was. I didn't know what was happening. I was sleeping and now I'm awake and I'm being raped and I don't know who it is. And then all of a sudden he like popped his head out from around my head and I could see his mustache and I was like, oh, you? And I remember saying his name, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? Like, I don't understand why you would do this. And then when I woke up and out of it, and then I was in my dream, like I was in my life dream. See, I don't know if we're alive or awake right now. I don't know. And so when I was, like analyzing it, I had to put so many pieces of the puzzle together. And then the only person who rapes me is my father. So did this guy find out who my father was and was able to teleport into my father to rape me? Or was it the simulation of this dude raping his girlfriend? Because all I know was that something was happening to me and I didn't understand why. Because I was like, why would you do this? Like it's not like I was a child or something, but I was, why would you do this? Like, and what spirit ended up saying was they rape the willing. So whatever this is about, because that's this weird thing about the relationship that I had with this guy. Like I was like willing to date him. Like I really, like, I wanted to be with him. Like I really enjoyed him. I really was, but then something like in that way. And I was like, who are you? Like it was like there was a mirage over him. And then suddenly the mirage had been taken away. And I could see exactly what was standing there. And I was like, oh, that's gross. Like, what up, Ryu? Like, I can't do that. Like, I thought it was this. I didn't know it was this, because people lie, right? They put those masks on and they lie and they cheat and they steal and they do whatever they can to get to the next position, to get to the next go, to get to the, whatever it is that they're looking for. But if it's not lined up for them, then they don't get it. So they go to steal it. So they rape the willing. And so whatever this is, and like obviously this is what it's about, because I got like self-love in reverse here. Go, the time is right. Reconsider, karmic relationship. No, but yes. You say no, but they hear yes, right? You tried to cut them out. They come back. Like, I don't know, this is a pretty bad relationship, okay? Whatever it is, there's red flags. So they're definitely screaming out red flags, okay? And this person might be telling you, like, oh, don't worry about it. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, worry about it. If you want to worry about something, if you feel like something has been done wrong, if you feel you need to address that, you need to go with how you feel, okay? It doesn't matter how it's going to play out or how they're going to see it. It doesn't, like, this is your life. Like, it really has nothing to do with anybody else. Unless you have children, your life is your life. These people need to fucking like rape the willing. Are you kidding me? Like, they need to go to jail is what needs to happen. Okay. Obviously this guy needs to go to jail for what he did to his ex-girlfriend. Okay. Like, girlfriend or not, he took advantage of somebody. Okay. And then we got God. Look at that. God just landed on the table when shit hits the fan, and the devil. 3 cards just came out. God and DVL. Really? God versus the devil? Who do you think is going to win that? Really? Honestly, who do you think is going to win that? When shit hits the fan, okay, I'm going to imagine that God is going to win that battle and not the devil. But I mean, I'm sure God doesn't win every time. All right, the stage is set. I have an appointment I have to get to for 4 o'clock. Oh, look, okay, we got 50 minutes. Okay, Mothman prophecies. What doesn't kill you slowly eats you alive. So, I mean, okay, so whoever is raping the willing, it's almost like the stage has been set for this person to just look at that. Creepy. What is up with this? The stage has been set to just let this play out. And if this devil is attached to this person, then so is death. So is God. So the stage is set. Whichever character they want to come out and play, are they going to play the psychic? Are they going to play the guardian? Are they going to play the devil? Like, marijuana with evil distractions. Evil distractions. Oh my God. You know what's so weird? So we just got The Fly, which is the fly on the wall that watches them and listens to them. And Greedy Fly by Bush just started playing in my head. Limbo this and limbo that. You were this and you were that. Greedy. Always closer to the flame. Yeah. Yeah, somebody is close to that flame. Look at the song lyric came out too. So clearly, the soundtrack is Greedy Fly by Bush. That is creepy how Greedy Fly came out with the fly. Like, spirit is watching them. And something is about to hit the fan. Something. That fly knows something. This Indian summer, I found my life away. Drama queen. Need some help. Fight this mine. Okay, Bush, cut it out. Dreams, spirit, and the connection. Okay, so somebody is connecting to you in your dreams, or you might see this person in your dreams, this evil, greedy, drama queen, devil person. Okay, and they're very close to death. Like they're touching death right now. There is no more meeting in the middle. Like this, wow. Like they're touching death. Ace of Cups in reverse. They're getting some type of invitation to death. They're being asked to leave soon. Okay, they're being asked to leave because whatever it is that they did, there's the sperm donor, and like, do you know there's like 1 billion sperms per like shot that you guys give? Okay. Whatever it is they did a lot of it. It's greasy. Okay, their shit is on some shit, like they left their DNA behind. Okay. And this is not some type of partnership like you thought it was. This isn't a connection that you thought it was. Okay. There's the moon. This isn't what anybody thought it was. That's a lot of shit that was hidden with this person. And there's this huge news story coming out with men who have been date raping their wives. And my sister was telling me about a case about this woman in her 70s that took her husband to court, and he had been date raping her and letting his friends date rape her for like 30 years. And they called her the sleeping woman. And anybody that wanted to rape his wife was just allowed to. And she was like between 50 and 70 years old that these abuses took place. And that's the thing, is like people think, well, I wouldn't have been raped, I'm ugly, or I wouldn't have been raped, I'm too old. That's not going to happen to me. Pussy's pussy, bitch. Okay. There was this episode of The Shield. They call him the Cuddler. And this man was going around and raping 80 to 90-year-old women. And when he gets called out by the cops for being impotent and a loser, he starts killing them and then ejaculating all over their stomachs, proving that he was such a man. Again, raping the willing. Like, not that these women wanted it, but he had a wife at home, perfectly capable of satisfying all of his needs. Again, why? I'm not saying that anybody should be a slave in a relationship, but like, if you're not sleeping with your partner, I mean, unless you're dried up and old, but like, I mean, sex should be a natural part of your relationship. If anybody is cutting somebody off, that's abuse. Okay. Withholding, holding back just to be a narcissistic asshole is abuse. Most people who are in relationships actually want to sleep with their partner. Okay. This one guy I couldn't keep my hands off of. All right. You don't get into a relationship to sit and play patty cake all day. Okay. But I don't really know why people get in relationships. I mean, now it seems like people get into them because they want stability and not sex. Okay. Yeah. We'll go rape the willing. Well, unwilling. Okay. There's a dead end. Somebody is being stopped. And just like the Cuddler, he has to be stopped too. People want to break the law. They have to realize there are consequences to that. Like, there's another eye. Somebody watch them. So we got the fly here, and now the eyewitness. There's poison. Look how toxic these people are. All it is that they're doing. What up, Axel? All it is they're doing is just spreading their poison to everybody. And it's acid, and it's eating away at people. Okay? Because they want to put their fucking cum all over everything. Their Pearl Jam all over everything and fuck everything up. But what they don't understand is like, yeah, okay, you want to jerk off on a chick? Might want to, cup it and throw it away instead of leave it all over the fucking victim. Okay, so there's definitely been something that was left all over you. And, whether it was cum, whether it was poison, whatever it was left all over you. And now it's almost like they're reliving it because every criminal relives his steps, his crimes. They want to go back to the crime scene. They want to go back to the victim. They want to piss all over everything they just did, right? Because it brought them gratification to hurt people. Okay. So, whatever this is, I mean, they definitely are going to return to the scene of the crime. This is creepy. Pandora's Box, The Mist, and then Magic with Panic. The Peace Pipe again. We got 2 marijuana cards. So definitely somebody is in a lot better place now than what this other person is. Okay. They got a disease, man. Somebody is sick. This drama queen is sick. Okay. And I think the spirits are just happy that you got out of it alive. You know, like if you smoke weed, smoke weed. Okay, like I don't know. This seems just something is eating somebody alive. And I think it's the crimes they did to you. It's like I said, they're reliving them or something. Or the dreams have them reliving it. Like I said, remember, I had to relive something that some woman that I've never met in my life experienced with her baby daddy. Like I have never felt more violated in my life. Like why do I have to know firsthand what somebody else went through? Firsthand? That's firsthand. You can't get any closer to reliving a crime if you tried. Okay? So like somebody is worried. All right? They're anxious, they're panicking. And maybe it's because in their dreams they watched what they did on a giant TV screen with a bunch of other people, like a drive-in, like your dreams will tell you what's going on. And this person is getting warnings that people know what they did and how fucking sick they really are. Okay, suppressed emotions. And then the warlock. Okay, corpse, dead man walking. Okay, so this is definitely some type of nasty masculine energy that steps into his drama queen. Okay, and then with this sperm everywhere, just letting his boys run free. Okay, that's DNA, bitch. You might as well just leave a bunch of your kids behind. Okay, or your fingerprints, your blood. I mean, they get you with that. Okay. And and now I'm getting that part of that fucking, what is that, super bad when they're talking to the cops and Seth Rogen's like, when I was a cop, I just thought there was going to be semen on everything. This is the part of the movie I'm getting, okay? Like just semen everywhere. And like, we're just catch him because he's got semen all around. And that's not the way it works. Okay. There isn't just cum all over everything. But with this person, there really is. Like, I mean, if Seth really was a cop, he would be proud of this. Okay. He would be proud of this because he'd be like, finally, I get to solve a crime using sperm, which he really thought being a cop was all about. Okay. So it's like, I almost wanted to do this to test where the wind was coming from. I don't know why. Someone's going to get their ass kicked. Okay. Get it handed to them for leaving their evidence everywhere like an idiot, thinking that people couldn't see it. It's called a black light. Done. Next question. Copycat with great choice. So there is this notion that it's possible, because a lot of hey, what up, Sarah? Who else is that? A lot of people, what up, guess who? They copy serial killers. They copy other people's crimes. Right? Like, isn't that like the authentic thing to do now is copy everybody else because nobody's original? Well, they copied something. They copied the cuddler, like they copied somebody that did something, and then they went out and they did it to their kids, or they went out and they did it to their girlfriend, or they did it to their something, because somebody else did it and they got away with it. There's the Coast card. So in another vision I had, I was standing outside, I was yelling at the universe to help me. And I was yelling HELP. Do you know what that stands for? And then I wrote SOS on the ground, and I was like, can you see it? Is it big enough? Because it's like somebody just wasn't paying attention, like the big guy just not paying attention. Somebody's not paying attention. And it's like the sperm is everywhere, but they don't have the right glasses on, so they're looking at the surface and they're like, I don't see anything. And it's like, use the fucking black light, you idiot. Turn on the fucking spotlight. Like, do your job. Don't just act ignorant because your little fucking eyes don't see everything when you're supposed to have glasses on, or that you're supposed to get the test kit out. I don't know, with this witness. Now we're getting, okay, so I almost feel like somebody witnessed a crime being committed against you, and there was sperm on everything. Okay, this is just the analogy. There was sperm on everything, and they watch enough CSIs. They could have even worked for CSI. They knew how to find evidence, and they just chose not to. They had evil distractions. Okay, and they didn't pay attention to what was going on. And no doubt that the drink is here. Where's the drink? Well, I mean, there's weed. So there's the drink. Okay, and the poison, which could be alcohol. There's the disease. Okay, they say alcoholism is a disease. Okay, so they got all the fucking red flags out here. So maybe you were abused by one parent, and your other parent acts like they didn't know what was going on because they're fucking sipping on a little too much scissor at the end of the night, and they're not watching out for things, right? They're illusioned. Well, that's a big fat dead end to them now. It's almost like they're not allowed to try to figure out anything anymore because they already missed out. All the evidence was put right there. Everything was right in front of them. They were supposed to look at it. They didn't look at it. They want to act ignorant. They want to turn their back. They want to turn to the drink. They want to turn to the fucking injection. They want to start popping pills, acting like now suddenly they don't see the SOS. Now suddenly they don't know that their kid needs help. Right? Because if a parent doesn't want to look at the signs because they want to be ignorant, they want to be, act like everything is their kid's fault, which is most irresponsible parents, then this kind of shit, it will eat them alive because they'll always wonder themselves, was my kid telling the truth? Like, were they telling the truth? Like, did I hear them properly? Did I just think that my husband was the best thing in the world when really he was doing something to my kids? Right? Like, you might want to, I don't know, reevaluate, because if your parent was a drunk or if your parent popped a lot of pills, guaranteed their memory of the past isn't going to be maybe what yours is because you went through it and you're sharp as a tack. Right? People want to self-sabotage, okay, because they don't want to see. They don't really have anybody to blame but themselves. They can't blame you for writing fucking SOS on the fucking driveway. Okay, they can't blame you for not trying to show them what was going on. They're the ones that had the fucking DNA kit and the fucking black lab kit. They had, like, the way that I see it, they had everything they needed to solve the case. Okay, and everything in the kit that they needed to test if what you were saying was true or not, which you would think would be a good parent. Like, if somebody said, oh, by the way, this happened, a good parent would then investigate. Okay, well, you say that happened. Where did it happen? If you said that this person's doing this or this person does this, all right, I'm going to stake it out. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to, send some people in. I'm going to talk. I'm going to listen to what some people say. I'm going to go and talk to them. I'm going to read their body language. I'm going to see if they're lying. Like, I mean, it's not that hard to figure out if somebody's lying. But if you don't really give a shit about it, you really don't give a shit about your kid, you really don't give a shit about yourself, are you really going to give a shit to figure out if somebody's telling the truth or not? No, you're just going to assume somebody's lying because it doesn't fit your standards and move on. And then, hurt the child afterwards for so-called telling a lie, but you didn't do anything to figure out if it was a lie. You just assumed they were lying. Like, somebody definitely did not, I gotta open up this goddamn window. Oopsies. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. I'm having a hot flash over here. Okay, just because somebody thinks that they know everything that happened doesn't mean that they do. And if they were in the position to be one of those people that was supposed to step forward and ask you, okay, even if you couldn't fully tell them what was going on, as a parent, you do an investigation. Okay, just like my snakes. I mean, if something happens, if like my one snake, he seemed like he was acting a little like weird for a little while. And I did some research. I started researching and watching, his different mood changes and how he was acting now. And, I started kind of clocking it because I care about him. And if something's wrong with the enclosure, if there's something wrong with him, or, now he's, a little bit more awake and a little bit more fussy. So I want to know what's going on. And then, after 2 or 3 weeks of like some really, really good investigative skills on my behalf and information seeking, I found out his behavior was all instinctual. He's turning into a man and he's not a little boy anymore. So his actions and how he is now is going to change, right? He's not going to act the same way that he did when he was a baby. He's not a baby. He's a grown ass man now. Okay. So I'm not just going to turn my head, right? Because I don't have an answer on something, because something is different. And just when something turns different, when it changes, that can be a good thing or a bad thing, right? Like, because the way that he was giving off energy, it seemed like he had like something wrong with his soil or something. If you wanted to WebMD it, if you wanted to go on Reddit and read a bunch of people's opinions, it was definitely not he was maturing. It was, you're doing something wrong. There's something wrong with the soil. There's something wrong with the temperature. So I switched the temperatures. I switched his soil. I switched his room. I changed his water dish. I moved his hide. I added a light. Like, I mean, you couldn't believe how many things that I did in the 3 weeks because of his new behavior. When all of it was his new behavior was he was just growing. Right. But here, as a good guardian, I feel like I will not sleep until I figure out the problem. If there is one, I'm not just going to sweep it under the rug and hope one day it goes away and he'll just go back to normal. When if there was something really wrong, I could have lost him. Like if there was mites or something could have started eating him up, something, like you can't just leave something and hope it just goes back to normal, or leave something and then watch it just deteriorate, because then you're not doing your job. Like if you buy something, say an animal, it's your job to fucking look after it. Or why did you buy it? Right? When people have kids, it's your job to look after them. That doesn't stop because they turn 18. That doesn't stop because they get married. They're your child. You should always be looking out for them, right? It's in their blood. Like, I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand, but I'm not a shitty person. I'm not a drama queen. I'm not somebody, I don't have sperm, so I can't be throwing it around to people. But, just because we don't understand the reason why somebody's doing something, and that would be my stepmother. If she didn't understand why I said that somebody was acting a certain way, I was lying, because she couldn't understand why somebody was acting a certain way. Just because you can't comprehend it doesn't mean that the person that's telling you something is lying. Maybe you should expand your horizon, open up that mind of yours. Okay. Because believe me, there's a lot of things in the world that you don't know about. Doesn't mean it doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, 60. There's a lot of shit in this world that you don't know about that you're never going to find out about. There's knowledge that will never grace your planet. Okay. But whatever this is, ignorance is not bliss. Somebody just acting like they didn't see something, somebody acting like, oh, well, I don't have a black light. So how am I supposed to check for that? It's called a fucking convenience store almost at this point sells fucking black bulbs. You can put it into you can put it into a lamp. You can use purple lights from Christmas. Okay, like, or blue lights from Christmas. They all do the same thing. You don't have to specifically go to the science lab and get a black light. Like, no, there's black light everywhere. Hello, the 90s. Go back to the 90s and get a fucking black bulb. I swear, okay? Go to a Spencer's gift shop. You'll get one for $5, right? Ignorance is not bliss. Like them acting like they didn't have a resource or acting like they couldn't get something or acting like if something was too expensive. I'm sorry, but isn't this your child you're talking about? Something is too expensive? Is your child a fucking bill? Is it the next internet bill? Is it your cable bill? Then no, something shouldn't be too expensive to keep your child alive, considering you signed up to have a fucking child. Okay, so this is a really this is going to trigger somebody, some type of cross-dresser. Some cross-watcher, I'm sure, is going to get pissed off about this. And that's okay, because some people have been cradled their whole lives and just expect mommy and daddy to just fix everything. They don't know what it's like to have toxic parents. They don't know what it's like to have parents who hate you. They don't know what it's like to have parents that looked at you from the day that you were born and said, fuck you. They don't know. So they can laugh at you all they want. They can act like you're over, reacting, or that you don't really know. But really, anybody that hears a story about somebody who survived something and says that you're overreacting when that person has never survived it in their life, never even a day, even walked a mile in your fucking shoes, better watch what you say to people, okay? Because as fast as you've never walked in those shoes before, God might just put you in those shoes, okay? Because you're not inferior to bad luck, disease, and people's lies. I don't care who you are. Even if you're El Presidente of China, people lie to you. Okay. So obviously somebody's been telling some fibs. Okay, I have to go. As soon as I get a phone call, I have to leave. Okay, people? So if anybody wants a question, put them up now or forever hold your peace. I don't know how much I'm going to do questions in the next few days, because there's just some very fucking nasty energy around right now that just seems to be wanting to knock on my door, and I ain't letting it in. So I can only give so much until I start to fucking lose it. So this gives, me doing this gives so much of my time, and I'm not getting paid for this. Okay. So I love doing it, but at the same time, you have to get what you give. I have to get back what I give. I'm not really getting back what I give. So things might be changing around here. I might not even do questions anymore. I don't know. It just depends what the old universe wants me to do with all this fucked up energy that apparently I'm the one that has to decode all the time. So I don't know where this is going in my life. So as I say to you guys, I'm not going to be here forever. Okay. And that sucks. But, we do have to move on. And I have a feeling my readings are going to significantly go down for a little while because of how much money I need to start fucking making. Your girl needs to start making bank. I am not sitting here doing free readings. I need to get out there. Oh my God, I thought this person was walking in their bare feet, but they are wearing tan colored shoes, which is creepy. Wow. All right. Lay it on me, people. If you got questions, like I said, I don't have that much time. So we can't waste our time with thinking about how many questions to ask. One question, boom, then we move on. I'm pretty sure you have one, Stephen. I don't know what that means, Stephen. You're live? That you can't swear. Yeah, we're on questions. Are you even listening, Stephen? Are you working right now? And you have me on in the background? I'm sweating my ass off. Aw, that's nice. Thank you, Phoenix. I hope so. Like, I mean, I'm just like, the world is just shitting on me all the time. And like, I don't know why. Like, all I do is give my time up and all I do is get shit on. And I'm like, I might have to take a stand soon and stop doing this because I can't keep getting shit on. Like, it's not fair for me. Like, I'm not, it's almost like somebody saying, because I do this, I'm not allowed anything else. I'm not allowed money. I'm not allowed friends. I'm not allowed fucking work. I'm not, so I'm like, I might, somebody put a curse on this channel and I know that they did, and I'm not stupid and I can't break the curse, or the curse isn't going away, or the universe doesn't give a shit enough about this channel to help it. I don't know. Or maybe God just wants me to shut it all down. I honestly, at this point, I don't fucking know. I really don't. I just want some fucking money. I just want things to work out. I just want some fucking money. And I want you guys to get your messages. I just want shit to be right. I don't want to feel like I'm paying a price because I'm doing these readings, which I get attacked sometimes for doing these readings for you in my dreams, in real life. Like I don't know why. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Did I just tell on you? Because that's what it is. I'm telling on people because you get to find out information. So it pisses people off. And I don't know. I've asked for fucking security. I've asked for people to protect. I've asked, and it's just like, just seems like we're not getting anywhere. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I even do questions. I give away as much free shit as I can. Why am I not getting paid? Like, I don't understand. It's been 13 years. Like, do I not deserve to get paid by now? Do I not deserve to make money? Like, or I just deserve to be Cindy's little fucking shit rag every time something goes wrong. She can just blame me or put some type of a fucking hex on me or some spell on me, or now I got fucking negative energy on me again. Like negative energy. You know how many of those protection sigils I make? You have no idea how much like. Honestly, it's just to a point where like I don't even like to talk about it because I know you guys try, and I'm like, I can't talk about it because it's like people just think because I'm a psychic, I can just do everything. But like you realize that there's a catch 22 with that. Like I can do a lot for other people, but when it comes to doing shit for myself, it's as if I'm almost blocked. Like psychics say sometimes, or people say, like, yeah, I can use my gifts for everybody else, but why can't I use my gifts for myself? Right? Because what? I can't steal the gifts away from myself like other people can. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I mean, I appreciate you guys appreciating me. Like, I love doing this, but like the way I just got shit on again, and like I am busting my ass out here right now. I am trying so hard to get my life on track, and I'm just every like 20 resumes I sent out, one call I got back, one, and he has 40 interviews to do. Do you know what the odds are of me getting that job when he has to do 40 fucking interviews? Like, it's obnoxious. Like, remember back in the days to hand my resume in, do a reading or do a fucking interview on the spot and then get the job. Now I go to hand in a resume and I'm 75 people behind. Like, they just let in all these immigrants into my town. Fucking everybody here is brown now. You don't barely even see a fucking white person if you try. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm like, I know you guys are fucking drowning. Trust me. I'm not like, I know I'm only preaching to the choir. Okay. Like, I know that if I'm doing shitty, trust me. And like, every time it seems like you just get a little bit better, it's like something knocks you down fucking 10 feet. And like, I can't keep getting knocked down 10 feet to come up and do fucking free readings. Like, it's obnoxious. It's like either the universe doesn't take me seriously, my guys don't take me seriously, somebody doesn't take me seriously. I think somebody just feels like I don't deserve any money. I don't deserve any money. I don't deserve to work. I deserve to sit around at home and fucking pick my ass and I don't know, maybe get fat. The thing is, I don't eat. So that's never going to work. So I don't know if someone's trying to do a spell thinking that they can leave me at home to get fat or thinking that they can leave me at home to fucking suffer. I'll fucking give half my blood away before I suffer. Like, there's ways to make money. That's the thing is, I want to do it the right way, but trust me, if I got to do it the wrong way, I fucking will. When did you ask my question? Oh, I didn't even see that. Does Steven's workplace appreciate him? Good for you. Good for you asking that. Do they appreciate you? Does Steven's workplace appreciate him? I do feel like somebody appreciates you. I do. I do feel like somebody loves you. Listen to your intuition on that one. There is somebody that likes you at your work for sure. Almost like somebody might like you. Like you at your work. But look out for yourself, okay? People appreciate you. Always look out for yourself. Well, that's the thing. Oh my gosh. So last year I was working at this dying restaurant and I went and applied to this other job and this lady basically hired me on the spot. She was like, "Okay, I really need somebody for the summer and if it works out, you can stay all winter." And I'm like, "Oh my god." So I went back to the shitty place where I was about to quit. And I made the mistake of telling them this one chick who worked there that I had gotten hired somewhere else. And she goes, "Oh, I worked there last year. She would probably take me back." And I was like, "Well, I did just get hired." And she's like, "Yeah, well, we'll see about that." She left that night, called that lady up, took the job away from me, and started working there the next week. And I had to stay at the other job because she took that girl back instead of me. And I was so close to leaving and she just took it. She just took the job from right underneath me, knowing that she was only going to be there for 2 months and then she was going to leave again. When I could have, if I had got hired, I would have been able to work there and stay there. But she took the job away from me for 2 months. All right, Phoenix wants to know if there's anything she needs to know right now. Like, this sabotage is unreal. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. Step back. Allow divine timing. Okay. So there might be something that you want to do. Okay. I don't exactly know what it is. I don't know if you know what it is, but there's something that I think you want to do, and the universe is saying to step back. Allow divine timing. So it's almost like you might be trying to push something right now and it's not working. They're saying allow the divine timing. So when you really actually want to do it, when you've got the energy, when you've got the right, then do it. So there's like a misfire. Like, you might go to do something and it doesn't work. And it's because it's not supposed to work just yet. It's supposed to work in time. So, secret message there, Phoenix, write it down. Don't make any rash decisions right now until you are out of the desperate energy and really want to do it. Like, has to be the right move because you want it, not because you have to do it or something. All right. So I hope that makes sense. What up, Paula? All right, people, we have exactly 13 minutes left. Is there anything else that anybody would like to ask now that you've just joined us, Pamela or Pamela? Paula. I wish Pam was here. That's my friend from Calgary. No, California. Oh, good, Phoenix. That made sense. Okay, so I'm getting you should go towards it, Axel. Um, there's actually some beautiful possibilities with you and somebody else. So I don't know. Obviously, that's the baby daddy. I don't know if something bad happened with him, but there's beautiful as this lady walks by with her kid. Oh my god, that's adorable. Okay, so you're definitely going in the right direction. All right, whatever you feel like you should do. I mean, honestly, a mother should never back off. I don't know what I would do if somebody took my kid away. You might have to restrain me and lock me up behind bars. Okay, so what wouldn't you do for your child? You know what I mean? So definitely don't back off, man. Do not go for that shit, all right? Your mom's name is Pam? No way. Well, thank God you didn't say she was dead because I would probably think she was here. All right, anything for Paula? Okay, so we're going to wrap it up. We're going to keep it short because, like I said, I've got to. Well, actually, we still have 10 minutes and I don't have to leave until this motherfucker calls me. Okay. So we have listen to your intuition with sacred friendship, boundaries, and let go. So I feel like whatever your message is, Paula, it seems like this sacred friendship that you might, I don't know, you might have somebody locked out or blocked or something like that. Okay. Or you have your boundaries up with them. I feel like they're decent boundaries. They might be clearing boundaries. I feel like you can let that go now. Okay. I don't know if maybe like again, maybe you might have somebody blocked or something like this sacred friendship, somebody from the past that you put some boundaries up with. I don't know. They're like, listen to your intuition and let go. See if something can evolve past the blocking, because sometimes we block, even if it's just like psychological, like all in your head, we block so then we can heal. Right. And then because we don't want that person's energy near us. Okay. So once you heal, it doesn't really matter if that person's energy is around you, right? Because you're healed from it. So then you can put the boundaries down because it takes a lot to keep boundaries like this up. It takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of stamina, right? It takes a lot of understanding, it takes a lot of work to keep boundaries up like that. Okay. So if this is a sacred friendship, right? If this is somebody that you were friends with already, or you have some like weird bond with, like this could be a pet, like I don't know if you lock your dog up at night or something like that, they're like let go, that whatever your intuition is about some type of bond that possibly you either keep away from people or keep in behind bars or keep blocked from people or something like that, they're like unleash it, let it go. And I was thinking, I was said to my sister today, because like I've kept my snakes very private. I don't talk about them. I don't like they're on the channel when they want to come out, but I only started putting them out because they're 2 years old now and they're not babies. So like, I mean, he wanted his enclosure right there, which means he wants to be on film. Like you guys see him sometimes. He's like waving and like, doing little somersaults right here for you guys to see. Like he knows he's on camera, which means if he knows he's on camera, I know that he's put up his boundaries and he's safe, or he wouldn't be on camera. He would hide. Okay. So there is something like, I don't know if you're hiding something, or I don't know if something's been, you're controlling something. Like maybe you have a kid at home or something like that you won't let go to, I don't know, daycare or something like that. I don't know. You have to fill in the details. But there's definitely something that you have to step back from because divine timing is coming in and you need to cut the cord. Okay? And reconsider. All right? I really hope that makes sense to you. Like I said, it's a little, you have to decode the message there. I hope it just speaks to you loud and clear. But sometimes we have to decode it, which is why I'm so glad that these are filmed for you guys, so then you always have your answer recorded forever. I probably never take these videos down. Even if I died, I don't imagine why I would ever take them down. So I mean, maybe for my energy actually, but at least you can record them. So I hope that makes sense, Paula. All right, we still have about 7 minutes left. Anybody else? Oh, well, that makes sense. That's why it said romantic connection and beautiful possibilities then. Because they're concentrating. I actually think you can get her dad back. I think Spirit's almost positive you can get that dick back. You can. I'm pretty sure you can. Let's see. Let's ask. All right. Axel wants to know if she can get her man back, her baby daddy. Can she get him back? Woo! Release desire to control, step back, allow divine timing, cut the cord. You got this. You just can't go running at him. You can't control him. You can't go running at him. You got to cut the cord on maybe being a biatch. I say this for you, okay? You might really have to give this guy his swim and wiggle room. Okay, you cannot control him. And like honestly, most guys don't want to be controlled. Like if you are with a guy who wants to be controlled, that's a red flag. Okay, anybody that wants to be controlled is a red flag. Okay, so allow divine timing. When it feels right, you'll know. You'll know. Those stars will align. Oh my gosh, you know what I just got? That scene from The Little Mermaid when it's like Kiss the Girl, La 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 la. Don't be shy. You might get this period where you could kiss him. Just do it. Just do it. I mean, you had a fucking kid with him. Go all out, Don't hide back. Don't hold back. No need to be pussy pot pie right now. Literally, I just heard that. Oh my God. All the guys from Goon are here, apparently. Oh yeah, pursue this. Ooh. Okay, I gotta go, people.